So you think you know.
And we're
check. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if y'all give me focus. I'll put a 1 in the chat. Check. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all give me 1 in the chat. Get started the show. We're gonna talk tonight. Get all the way to it. We're gonna start soon as song goes. Got this sport with you, right? Put that Bible. Good deal. Check. Turn me up just a little bit, Mark. On the main. Check. Yep, perfect. Clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabakatham to the Akim, the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the sisters. I'm preaching officer of 5,000 Zion Yahweh of the I.S.U.P.K coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Tonight it's the law class. I'll be holding down the ham tonight for the law class. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. We may be able to get to them. If I can answer them, I answer them. If not, I have to come back to them and get more confirmation from the men that I serve. All right. Just like old times, we get to it in I.S.U.P.K. and we get to it by telling our people the truth. What is the truth, you may ask? The truth is the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indians are the Lord's chosen children. You understand? We are the true Jews of the Bible. Our whole life, we go through different situations and encounter different obstacles, not knowing how to defeat them, how to overcome things, how to go through it and come out with dignity and pride. In the Christian church, you go through things and they don't necessarily tell you how to deal with it. They give you soft answers to make you the go along, the get along game, if I may. You understand? They pacify you by not telling you the truth. And what you mean, what the truth that people say that they get pacified. The Christian church pacify people by not telling them that the wages of sin is what? Death, right? The Christian church allows our people to go through life with the idea that only God can judge me from the things I do in the earth, not knowing that the people next to you are the ones that are judging you, whether you believe it or not. If you do harm to somebody or you do wrong to somebody, what do you think that person is thinking about you? Right? The scriptures say we're supposed to judge the small things. The problem is our leaders, the gates of our nation is languish. We don't even know that we're a nation, Darash. We don't even consider us as being a family. We chase the other nations trying to join them. I seen something on YouTube the other day where Dr. Umar went over to Ghana, if I'm not mistaken, and became, this is for my ancestors, and making a fool of himself. So many other people want to escape this place that we are destroyed in, for lack of better words. There's a show that I often watch. It's called I can't think of the name of the show. It escapes me. But it's a financial literacy show, and it's two Black men, and they do pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They talk that talk. And instead of them building a school here in the community, in the Black community, they go all the way to Africa to build a school. Why? Because even though they have money and they have financial understanding, they do not have what we have in I.S.U.P.K. And that is the truth. The truth. Let's find out what the truth is according to the Bible. I got a topic tonight, and my topic is the bait and switch. Bait and switch, right? Anybody ever heard that? Bait and switch? What does that mean? You ever heard the term?
Meaning like you set up a bait to lure someone in and then switch up later.
Right. So you lured them in to do what? To harm them, right? Or not necessarily, just whatever that you thought you was getting, you end up not getting. You understand? The bait and switch. Well, in this empire that we call America, right? Or the oppressor, that's his skill. He's always using the bait and switch. He presents himself to be one way, right? But then on the other hand, he's actually something else, right? And that's how we get pulled in. You get pulled into the system thinking that you're going to receive the bait, but you only get the switch. You understand? And we're gonna teach tonight, the Lord willing, the Spirit of Most High Christ. I'll be able to go in to teach our people how to avoid the bait and switch, Baba Kashaw, with telling them the truth. Now, what is the truth according to the Bible? Darash, you ever heard that before? About the Tsar one? Mm-hmm. What else? Just the truth. If somebody said walks up to you today, like this for anybody who listening out there, we're gonna talk tonight, Lord willing. Somebody walks up to you and say, "Man, you in the I.S.U.P.K?" You can say, "Man, we in the truth." What does that mean?
Shalakia, sir. It means many things. Like for one body.
Mm-hmm. And
truth.
One truth. Come on, Batzar one.
The truth is, if we say that we're in the truth, we're basically saying we serve the Lord.
Come on. And there's only one way to serve the Lord, right? Let's get it out of the scripture. Let me get the book of Psalms 119, 142, Baruch. Book of Psalms 119, 142. Just read it when you get it, Baruch.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 42.
Mm-hmm.
So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproach me, for I trust in thy word.
119, 142.
Oh, Salakia.
Okay.
Verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
The law is what?
And thy law is the truth.
So what Batzar was saying was spot on. All right. So let's break that thing down. Let's start read it again.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142.
Mm-hmm.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
So what is this saying? What is the Lord's righteousness?
Come on, please. His law, statutes, and commandments.
But what makes it righteous?
It's always going to lead you in the right direction, steer you in the right direction.
That's true. What else? Come on, Batzar one.
It's the Lord's will.
It's the Lord's will. There is no what? Bait and switch. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no bait and switching in this at all. Read it again.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Right. So if you the Most High, he's saying the righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. It don't say it's righteousness and it turned to wickedness, right? Like a bait and switch would do. It said the righteousness is going to maintain its what? Righteousness. So what we consider righteous, what would the Most High consider to be righteous? Read on.
And thy law is the truth.
And the law is the truth. So the law is another form of what? Righteousness, right? And the truth is also a form of what? Righteousness. And what is that righteousness based on? Us being able to follow what? The law. Law, statutes, and commandments. On how we deal with one another as brothers and sisters should be always dealt in what? Righteousness and in what? Truth. Our dietary law, how we eat, should always be centered in what? Righteousness, which is also what? The truth, the law. Our high holy days should be always centered in what? Righteousness. But in this empire, what are we chasing? We chase the bait in this empire. We chase the things that look good. We chase the things that sound good. We chase the brother that's what they say, the 6'2" and above, 6-figure paycheck. We chase the women that have the BBLs and the XXLs and the OMGs and the D333s. We chase those things in the earth. Those things are based on what we see, right? Come on, Batzar one.
Shalakia. We chase vanity.
Come on, give him a hand. Damn right. So we chase that vanity, and what happens over time when you chase something that does not have any applied substance to it? What happened over a period of time when you chase something that does not have substance? You just leave the mic on because it's hot tonight. Come on.
Come on. It's just you're not gonna get nowhere.
Right.
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time, and it's going to do what? It's going to dwindle away. Right. It's going to go away. So what Brother Zoran said, right? The bait is vanity. But so what's going to happen once it goes away? It's going to switch up on you. Like the law is not a bait and switch. The Most High does not operate in bait and switching. Come on, Brother Zoran. Let's get it out.
Salaki, I don't want to hold too long.
Come on, let's do it.
But what you're speaking about is like, it's extremely heavy, and it goes into like relationship factors as to what like a man looks for today in a woman. Like that vanity, that beauty of that woman, that big behind, it ain't gonna sit up straight. She ain't gonna be that pretty forever. Right. It's gonna soon fade away.
It's gonna fade away.
We look to that as if it's gonna last forever. We don't look past that, what we can see, to see the beauty behind it. We just look for what we can see at face value. Oh, she pretty. I'm going at it's a lot of money right there. I need to do that. Not thinking what comes with that.
Right. Because all of it is not centered in what?
In righteousness.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. And here you go. I want to take it up a notch. She meet a brother. The brother start, hey, girl, how you doing? My name is Orange Juice Jones. You know what I'm saying? So he talking all this good noise and, hey, listen, you working? Check this out. You get with me, you never have to work again.
Right.
You want that car? Baby, I'll buy you any car you want. Don't even worry about it. That job, you can quit today. That sister quit that job. She traded the car in. She thinking that the brother gonna be what he said he gonna be. And what happened? Soon, go ahead.
Soon as he smacked,
soon he lay it down. Gone. And then she on the phone telling the homegirls, I don't know what happened. He was the man of my what? My dreams. He was the man that you was lusting after. But it wasn't based in righteousness. It was based in what you said earlier, vanity. You see that sister? She got her nails done. What Abusa say? I.N.D.E.P. Yeah, she running it down. She's a nurse, LPN, do nails, got her own house, got her own car, buy her own clothes. She talking sweet, sounding good. Man, she got 2 jobs. It's sit up, you understand? You go after that thing. If you're not sitting in righteousness, you'll soon find yourself with the bait and switch. Brothers and sisters come into the school to allow themselves to change by keeping the law. That's how we all become righteous. Us keeping the law and learning the truth, so we don't make the mistakes that we would make by chasing vanity. By chasing what, Darash?
It's like my vanity.
The bait.
Comic-Con.
Yeah. Are we chasing the bait? Law is not the bait. Read the scripture again, please.
Comic-Con. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verses 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
No, it's going to fade away.
Is an everlasting righteousness.
It's going to disappear.
Is an everlasting righteousness.
No, them double D's going to fall.
Is an everlasting righteousness.
That BBL going to begin to sag.
Righteousness is an everlasting
righteousness. That 6-figure job is going to always be there.
Righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
He's 6'2", but a car accident can have him not stand up straight.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
But the Most High righteousness is going to last forever. Read on.
And thy law is the truth.
And the law is the truth. The law is the truth. The law, statutes, and commandments is the truth. That's what we stand on. You want to know what the truth is? That's the truth. Meaning it's not wavering. There is no bait and switch with the law. Let me get the book of John 17 and 17. Baal-Kasha. Anybody have any questions on the scripture? You can just raise your hand and ask. Or just say Salaki and raise your hand. We'll get to it. Book of John 17:17. You can read it when you get it. Come on, Bunk, y'all.
So, like, if I may, just to add to, the last point about the scripture, when it's talking about the Most High's law being the truth, in the world, we look at everything other than what the Most High says to guide us, to be our standard of morality or whatever direction we go to. We look at all these so-called psychologists and scientists and philosophers. We look at theories and theorems and facts that the so-called oppressor deems as being fact. And we never truly give true credence to what the Lord says, thus said this Bible here. And so it's beyond me. When you come into the school, you shed yourself of the world. You are shedding yourself of that energy, that attention that you would give the so-called oppressor.
Facts.
And you're learning to depend wholeheartedly on what this book says. You're practically applying it to your life. And it's an everyday thing, So, Salakia, I just wanted to add that.
I'm going to add to what you said. Not only do we stop, what you said about the oppressor? You said something about the oppressor. You said what now?
As far as him,
we stop giving ourselves to the oppressor. Right. You know who else we stop giving ourselves to? What we want. What we want. Me and Barzan were just talking about it before class. I said, man, without this truth, I said, we just going in the world, just going. And then someone was like, you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? You going, like you living your life, you making your money, you eating, you drinking, you having a good time, celebrating Christmas in the world, all those things that are not rooted in righteousness. And someone was just like, stop. Like, stop. Literally, stop before you hurt yourself. Like, stop. The Most High send us those indicators in life, man. Those indicators are deeply rooted in truth. Like, you will find the things you were doing. We all recognize when you chase things that are not righteous. You know it. You know what I'm saying? You know it because there's a internal guilt that comes with things that you see that we may have done in the earth. You ever done something to somebody and you just know, like, man, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should. I'm not going to apologize. Wrong. You ever said something? I was talking to my reels about it the other day. They were just like, yeah, we're going to apologize. I might apologize. I don't know. If I meant it, do I have to apologize? Come on.
That's such a heavy point because we definitely have to deal with that amongst Israelite as men and women because the Lord gives us the strength. Like we was talking earlier, the Lord gives you the strength to go through what you need to go through to see the end. But Satan is always going to be there. Satan not going nowhere either. So you're going to have a choice to make, but it's up to you whether to make that choice. Like, am I going to be the quote-unquote bigger person or am I going to just settle for me? Let me just be me.
And you see why the Christian church has to be destroyed? Right. Because without them giving you the truth, even though you're getting the indicators of stop, you won't. Like, what can't you do in the Christian church? You can do what you want to do. What's stopping you from doing what you want to do? Outside of you feeling bad because somebody know it. All right. Now, disclaimer. Come on, sis.
Salakia, sir.
Please.
Let's just, because since you mentioned your ribs, I apologize if I am wrong. I have no issue with apologizing if I'm wrong, because that's how my father taught me. He taught us in a way that you have to make things right with people, not just move on like it's nothing. Because you can damage relationships just by not saying you're sorry. I just wanted to clear that up.
No,
I saw my brother to my left over there look at me and laugh. My brother, no sir.
Nah, it's all good. No, it's not that. It's this is class, and when I say that, I want to give a space that we all can understand the ability to change and learn. You know what I'm saying? It's a place where we learn the truth. Whether you choose to operate in it or not, that's on your head. But you can't come in here and be like a dog that goes back to its vomit. You ever seen a dog? Salaki, I'm gonna get a little vulgar, but you ever seen a dog that's so greedy? He eats up all the food real fast, and then he begins to do what, Darash? He throws it up, right? He regurgitates it. And then he's so greedy, guess what else he does then? Try to eat it again. That's just going back to what Badazar said. That's vanity. Like that's our lives as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. Like we get to the point and we go through things, and the Most High give us that alarm clock. Stop. Come on, Badazar one.
No, Salaki, a heavy point that you're bringing out. I don't blame them for that. I blame the I Have a Dream.
There you go. There you go.
That's why they look for hope in all the wrong places.
Come. Right. Looking for love in all the wrong places. So we're going right back. So that Christianity, it locks us in to the point where you never know the truth, Badazar one. So you rock all over the place trying to find what, Darash? Righteousness. Come on, sis. Come on.
Salakia, I think one of the things I've learned the most about being in the truth is that I have a different kind of respect for the brothers who are in the truth. I'll say, outside of you, Officer Zion, Officer Bunkayal, he has been definitely a brother. Like we've had a conversation about something, and he showed me like his brotherhood for real. Like I could never doubt his brotherhood towards me ever, no matter what. I just wanted to say that.
Most High Christ, get us sister. Let's go. Good night. Well, all right. But that brotherhood is rooted in what? The truth, righteousness, how we deal with one another. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all teach tonight. We can pack it up, Kawaz, Salaki. Come on, Darash, what you got? What you holding up?
This is the book of John, chapter 17, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Oh man, read verse 16, Bob. Sure.
Okay. Verse 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Salaki, read verse 15. Salaki, brother. Christ getting heavy in this one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I read what I read, but I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm just read it. Let's do it. Salaki.
It's the book of John, chapter 17, verse 15.
Come on.
I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Verse 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
They're not what?
They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Thy word is what?
Thy word is truth.
So what does that mean? We're talking about taking them out of the world. They're not in the world, right? What is the truth, though? What is this saying right here? I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. The game. The water. Come on.
It's saying that the Most High God, his word is the truth. It is righteousness.
That what verse 17 saying?
Let me go back to the first part. Sanctify, which means, of course, to free from sin.
Is it sanctify means free from sin?
Let me get it out the book of the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Turn the main down. This is the Merriam-Webster's definition of sanctify.
You might have to get sanctified of the Zondervan. Yeah, grab that out of the Zondervan, Bob. Sure. If y'all can hear me online, put a 1 in the chat. Make sure y'all can hear me. We got to turn down the system because it's ringing a little bit. Just make sure y'all can hear the class. Bob Shaw. the water, sis. Oh shit. Come on, Basarwa.
Salaki, if y'all already have it, man, I see we got people in the classroom. Thumbs up the video, like, share, and subscribe. Send to your aunties, uncles, and aunts. You know what I mean? Like, let's get it in, man. Let's spread this truth, man.
Most High Christ. There with the water, priest. Yep. You got it, Rush. Is it in there?
You have sanctification, not the actual word sanctified.
Let's read sanctification. Let's see what it say.
Con.
I'm curious.
Separation, setting apart,
Mhm.
to separate from the world and consecrate unto God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So we talking about being sanctification, right? Or being sanctified. But if you go into a holiness church, they'll have you thinking that they sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost and fire. And they'll leave out of there confused because they're not rooted in what? The truth. They're not rooted in what's actually, how do you sanctify yourself? Read that verse again, Darash.
Sanctify them through thy truth.
Do what?
Sanctify them through thy truth.
When you talking about chaining somebody to wash them, you know what I'm saying? That what it mean to sanctify, to wash. And what are you washing, Baba Kasha, when it says sanctified? What's happening when you quote unquote being sanctified or being baptized, right? Or being washed? What is happening? Come on, Badazar one.
Salaki, you said it, just being washed, you being clean.
What's being clean?
That old you, that filth. You know what I mean? That Christianity, that Pasakamatazi, being a Muslim. You know what I mean? The ways of this world.
And what allows you to actually make you feel good, even though we carry the guilt from day to day, but what allows you to realize, like, I need to change so I can sanctify myself?
You have to realize that you're filthy. You have to realize
give them a hand. And you only come to that realization is when Kawal tell you, hey, stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You're going to die because God is going to kill you for doing it. Stop selling drugs. God will kill you for doing that. Do not have an abortion. God will kill you for doing that. Do not celebrate Christmas. God will kill you for doing that. Do not sleep with your brother's wife. God will kill you for doing that. Sis, do not leave your husband. God will kill you for doing that. Brothers, don't leave your wives. God will kill you for doing that. Don't celebrate Valentine's. It's coming up, right? We're going to see hearts all over the goddamn place. You're going to go and take that woman a balloon knowing that in the word, we've been teaching you online. You've been looking at the classes. You've been watching these classes, and we asked you not to celebrate Valentine's Day this year. We were trying to wash you, to give you a level of righteousness by telling you what, Darash? The truth. We did not give you the bait. We didn't bait and then switch, right? That's what this empire does. They give you the bait and switch. They give you the sweet cotton candy, the balloons, the cars, and the whole time the broad hates you. You give her spend all that goddamn money to take them balloons, and she gonna let Tyrone tie fire in the back of the car somewhere. She ain't thinking about you. But you done spent $200. Only way you stop that from happening is learning the truth. And it's not a bait and switch. Here it is. If you do this, the Most High is going to deal with you. If you do that, the Most High is going to deal with you. Walk in righteousness so we can live. Right? And don't be in the world or of the world. You good on that? Let me get John 3:16, Bob Shaw.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world.
He did what?
For God so loved the world
that
he gave his only begotten son.
All right, stop. Did that happen? It happened?
Khan.
Why?
Pretty much it's stated in the scriptures.
What did it say?
It said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
What does that mean? I know you read it, I'm saying, but Let's break it down. What does it mean? That's why I had you read it, but I want to know, what does that mean? Because my question was, did it happen? Right? And you said what? And I said yes. You said yes, right? And my question was what? Why?
So it says, for God so loved the world, meaning that the Most High God loved the world, but you have to understand what world is talking about. So the world that is speaking about here is the world of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that he gave his only begotten son, which is YAHANNA. So
the word of Israel. So what did the Most High do in this with doing that? What happened?
He had to send someone on behalf to sanctify and bring him back to the Most High.
Which wasn't what? What was it? What happened? You can't just talk about it, right? We know that. So what happened?
Meaning that it was our people, the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they had sinned against the Most High, so they had to have a way back to the Father. The Most High was pretty much done at one point with the Israelites, so he had to send his son to come back and redeem his people because they needed sanctification, or they had lost their righteousness.
Because he loved them,
and also because he loved them.
And love is a what?
It's an action,
right? He gave it to us. He gave us the perfect example to follow. Like what other example would have been required? If we actually were taught the scriptures as they were meant to be taught, and not based on Christianity, not based on the bait, you understand? We will understand the sacrifice that Christ was for us. You understand? We sit in this classroom tonight because we understand that Christ was the sacrifice for us, because of the love that the Most High had for who? Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. For us. Ain't no bait in switching that. Christ did that. If somebody call on me right now and say, Zion, I need you to come pick me up. I'd be like, man, I'll be there in 10 minutes. 10 minutes turn to how long? Go all about 30. You see, 35, 45. I'm going to add to it. No, Christ said, no. The Most High said, I'm going to send my only begotten son down for y'all because I love you. And it happened. It happened. You know, other philosophers talking about, what did Christ really exist? Did he exist? Who's doing that? They don't want you to think like that. The earth doesn't want you to think that there's a debt that has to be paid. There's a debt that has to be paid. You owe something in this earth. Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you living a life that like you don't owe nobody nothing. You wake up and go on your merry way like you owe nobody nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like you breathe this air with the idea that you don't owe nobody nothing. Like the earth owes you something. What about think about what God requires of us? You have some, the average person, do you think they wake up in the morning thinking what God requires of them? Everybody in this room, before we open our mouths and we think, I pray that y'all think about what comes out of your mouth and what do you say and how do you treat people. You wake up in the morning, girl, I want to call you. Woo. I'm gonna get to it. We can do this right. We can find ways to show that we worthy of living. You understand what I'm saying? Without the bait and switch. The bait and switch comes in relationships, marriages, and brotherhood and sisterhood because somebody's laying out bait. My brother was saying earlier, he said, man, if I got an issue with somebody, brother, we just gonna have to let's lay it on let's get it on out the way. It's something you're doing that I don't understand. Let's just get it out of the way. And if you don't want to go to counsel to deal with it, you're probably thinking that you could be wrong. That's a demon that's not allowing you to go to counsel. You're trapped in your own head. You stuck with the bait, the thing that sound good. Oh yeah, it's brotherhood, it's sisterhood. Yeah, okay. Then Satan give you something on your damn head, you be like, damn. I don't know about all this brotherhood. Come on with it, about this what?
Nah, because that's a heavy point, man. A lot of brothers and sisters, like, they get it confused. Like, yes, I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. This is where the truth is found. But when you get in here, you still got to fight. You don't just stop fighting now because you in the, you know what I mean? You done made it. You ain't nobody made it, man. You know, we got to endure to the end. You know what I mean? Shalaki.
And we're going right back to what we said earlier. That level of righteousness, man. There has to be, you have to focus on that thing, God. We have to focus on it. Like we seeing the fires out there in California. That's the Lord. Huh? We're seeing the tornadoes that coming through lower Alabama, Georgia. That's the Lord. Huh? There's a new breeze and storms and damn hurricanes and desert. I mean, what you call it, bunk y'all? The damn freeze. I don't even like to say the word cold. Shit, it's lucky. I get cold just saying it. Myself, blizzard coming. How's the blizzard coming? The Lord is allowing these things to happen. What is he trying to do? Trying to get us to pay attention. Hey, stop. Like a good father. You ever, brothers that have children, you understand this. And if you don't, one day, Lord willing, you will. You ever see your kid doing something and you say, stop. That kid, without shadow of a doubt, when they about baby age right here, they turn around and they look. And some of them gonna test you. Some gonna look you right in your face. They're gonna do just like they're gonna, whatever you don't touch that, they're gonna be like, don't touch that. Don't touch it. See, somehow the Christian church thinking that you got us thinking that's God. Got us thinking like, yeah, God said don't do it, but you know, he ain't done that to me yet. That's what a Christian would say, right? The Christian say he ain't finished with me yet. Okay. What happened to you if he cut off the lights? Then you would be finished. Yeah, he would be finished with you, right? You don't want to hear that. The Most High said, don't do it. Our goal is to not do it. All right? I want to get into a story, man, of, like I said, the bait and switch, right? The Most High don't deal with bait and switches. The Lord say he going to do something out, it's going to happen. Unless we serve a living God. And he can say, okay, all right, Nineveh, I'm going to give you a chance to get you together. That's who we serve. We don't serve whatever that the rest of the earth is serving. These idol gods that can't do nothing for you. The bull and the sun and the stars and all this other crap. The winds, Mother Nature. That ain't how the Lord worked. Let me get the book of Exodus, chapter 14, Baruch Shah. 14, and we're going to start at the top, Darash.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel.
Hold on, stop. Speak to the whole world.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Now, why is this significant? Why is this so significant in the scriptures? Because the Christian church won't tell you that this Bible is about you. This Bible isn't about you, no one else. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian. This is our history book, our wins and our losses, our failures, our everything that we conquer, our disobedience, our obedience. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian. We go our whole lives not even consider like who the Most High is. All you know, there's a preacher who reads out of this book at the Bible and we going home. We done passed the collection plate around and we think we done our job, bunk, y'all. We'll go to church. We sat down on the pew. We heard him read something. I clapped a little bit. I gave my money, and that's it. Raise your hand. Am I the only one that thought that? I used to go in that joint and being out in all type of madness. Come on, Daraj.
Salakia, or they just take one verse out the Bible and just the whole sermon is about that one verse. Don't touch nothing else in the Bible.
And you know what? That's all he better do, because the people that are in the pews that are giving him the money, if he begin to read too much, all right, Pastor, cut it out now. I don't want to hear it. And because he's so goddamn greedy, he be like, you know what? Maybe they right. Why are we even reading this anyway? God know my what? That's it. Hey, cue the organ. Drummer. Sing these songs and get on up out of here. Pass collection played around for the third time. I thought it was just me, Bunk, y'all. But that's our lives as Black Hispanic Divinians. Whether you in Catholicism, whether you in Islam, they all doing the same rituals every time they go into the church. It's only in the I.S.U.P.K where we say, sit down and open your books up. And you come in here, ain't no, you play music at the beginning of class and that's it. Ain't no keyboards and pianos around this in here. This is a school. You're gonna learn your history. We're not gonna give you the bait and switch out. We're gonna give you the real. The bait is you get a chance to live and not die. You get a chance to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you. Is it pretty? Lie. Is it what you thought it would be? When you say you got the truth, and you thought it was like what? We made it, I guess. You thought you're gonna walk into the school and Gabriel and the angels are going dun, 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 dun. Hell no, you walk through those doors, you're gonna learn that life is war. I know you think whatever life that you living outside of the door was perfect. It's always perfect when you're doing what you want to do. Shit. Huh? You can make you happy real quick. But what are you doing to please the Lord? Was your life rooted in vanity? Was it just about what you wanted? Did you get the car that you want? Did you live in the house that you want to live in? Did you have the job that you want? Did you make the type of money that you wanted to make? Did you get the respect from the brothers that you wanted on the block? Did all the women want to be like you? Did they all want to dress like you? They want to wear your hair like you wore your hair. Because you were just a perfect role model. And you can do that without knowing the truth. You come in the truth, you're going to learn, brother. You can't get that shape up. You know how brothers being, hey man, who lined you up, brother? you know, in the world, you see a brother, damn, brother, who did that, brother? Oh, okay. Hey, brother, where you get that suit from, man? That's a nice suit. I can't remember last time I put on a goddamn suit. I used to be in there too, bug, y'all. With the loafers, with the penny loafers. I ain't never wear no crap like I'm just, you know, damn well. But some brothers dress like that. Ain't no need of doing all that. We going to Hebrew Academy. All black is the only thing you need. You come into the school, just worry about finding some boots. Your mother see, hey son, when you start wearing boots? You know they bad for your feet. Hey ma. She ain't worried about your feet your entire life. You've been wearing buddies since you was 6. Your ankles and your feet all messed up. Why? But now she's worrying about you wearing boots and coming to class. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? It's like I'm back to what we scheduled program. Come on, DeRosh, read what you got out.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Speak unto the children of Israel that they turn and encamp before Pi Haroth, between Migdol and the sea.
Go ahead.
Over against Baal Zephon, before it shall ye encamp by the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. The wilderness hath shut them in.
Now, why did Pharaoh say we was entangled in the land? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody want to take a shot at it? Why is Pharaoh saying this? Somebody take a shot at it. Come on, Balthazar one.
Because we were stuck
Well, yeah, come. We were stuck, but we were stuck what?
in their ways.
Con. Zach, Con, give him a hand. Damn right. We still trying to figure out. It's gonna break it down what we were trying to figure out, right? But we doing the same thing that they do in the Christian church. That's the way we can get out of this hellhole that we live in. But right now, we're entangled in the affairs of this world. We wrapped up into Christmas. We wrapped up into Christianity. We wrapped up in Islam. We wrapped up in adultery. We wrapped up in idolatry. We wrapped up in we entangled in all this crap. And we stuck in this goddamn place. And guess what? And the oppressors know that we're entangled in these things, just like Pharaoh did when he looked at the children of Israel. Read on, Darash.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
The Lord say he gonna do what?
I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
The Lord is going to harden his heart. Read.
That he shall follow after them.
Mm-mm.
That, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh.
Oh, so he's gonna be honored upon Pharaoh, right? He said Pharaoh's gonna follow you. Anybody read this story before? Had actually sat down and read the story? All right, we done read it before, right? But I want to point out something that I just thought was extremely heavy. Right? Go ahead, Darash.
And upon all his hosts,
Mm-hmm.
that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord.
Right. And what does this sound like? This sounds like the Lord loves us. The Lord is letting it be known in this script that he loves us. He said, I'm going to show them that I'm your God. I'm going to show them that I'm your God. Yeah, I harden his heart just so I can break him down. So what are we worried about from day to day? Why are we entangled in the affairs of this world when we serve a God that says he's going to fight for us? What the hell are you worried about? I know you're looking at things in your life that you do not understand. I promise you, I do. I know you're looking at your bills, you're looking at your mortgage, you're looking at your light bill, you're looking at the car ain't driving. I'm hearing every time you jump in the damn car, you hearing the sound out of it like, God damn, it's always something. It's always something. It's always something. And that's Satan. That's Satan messing with your mind, thinking like you need to be worried about that. Man, you get in here, man. You fast and you ask these brothers, and when you say these prayers, you lock in. You show up when you're supposed to show up. Be on time. Show up and show up with the same zeal that you had when you walked through the door when you knew your life was jacked up. When you walk through them doors, we said earlier, like you got that note, let me stop. Sometimes you lose that when you come here because we get wrapped in this stitch. Anybody ever been to the projects? I come up in the projects. You know, anybody know what I'm talking about? Like when the kids get on the bus from the projects, like everybody who don't live in the projects, they kind of move around a little bit because we smell different, huh? Well, when you come from projects that had lead walls, what the hell I'm supposed to smell like? Get on the bus smelling like kerosene heaters because it's cold in there. We ain't have no central heating in there. It's cold in here, huh? Young man Reggie, you might know what I'm talking about, right? You get on the bus and you all greased up. All the kids look at you like, oh, you got Vaseline from head to toe. Ooh, you shiny. Yeah, smell like kerosene. Looking like a shiny penny in that joint. But the Lord allow us to be here today. So here we gotta lock in. All right. Read on, Darash.
Verse 5. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us.
So what is being said in verse 5?
Meaning,
come on, please.
Those are Pharaoh's servants saying, why have we let these people go? Like,
what are they realizing?
Realizing that they got a higher power that's there to protecting them.
That's true, but what else? They realizing something else too. What else are they really? Come on, Balthazar one.
That Pharaoh was scared.
Pharaoh was he was afraid. You must have read ahead. All right. He was afraid, but it's something else I'm looking for. Why did his servants, why are the servants saying that? Why you let the children of Israel go? What are they recognizing?
So like,
come on, Kowal. You got
So the work,
but come on.
the power of the Lord.
That's true. But
the workload. You take Israel out of anything, they were like, nah.
woo, we start realizing like,
wait
wait a
a minute, we
minute.
gotta get them brothers back. You kick all the Mexicans out. Who gonna help to build these houses?
Wait a minute.
Who gonna fry this chicken up in here?
Yeah.
Now I got to do the floor. I'm supposed to point. He supposed to pick up the brew. Now
Right.
they go. Now I got to do it.
Right.
Now the supervisor becomes the worker.
You thought that Taco Bell was sufficient. You know what I'm saying? You think that McDonald's is sufficient. That's what this world is doing right now. They looking at us like, you know what? We got everything we need. We got cars that drive themselves. We got robots. We got microwaves. Well, you know what? We don't need y'all anymore. We don't need Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. So we'll demonize y'all on every corner of your life, so we can lower the value in you. They're all, remember, we're all criminals and thieves and murderers and mass unalivers and all the other things that they say about Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. There is no real need to have us around, is it? So when the cops show up to your door and looks at you like a criminal, he feels nothing when he pull out that Beretta. There is no human, what you call it? Yeah, there is no, I won't say human, it's another word. No, ain't compassion either. There's a word for it. It's a thing, it's empathy, but when I humanize you, I mean, I actually see you as being a human. Is that a word, Daraj? Humanize? Let's try to find, I think it's humanized. Is it humanized? Like you look at somebody actually being like you. Like you what's the word? What does the word mean? I think I'm making that up, but I put that in there. So let's do it. What does it mean, Daraj?
This is the Merriam-Webster's definition of humanize.
Mm-hmm.
To represent something as human, to attribute human qualities to something.
Yeah, the oppressor don't see us like that. The oppressor sees us as like, you're doing something wrong and you need to be dealt with properly. Yeah. On every fact, you go to your slave, you're late. Why are you late? You know what? There's no helping you. You just, you're going to continue to follow the same trend. What trend you talking about? I just seen you come in 10 minutes late from Starbucks. What the hell are you talking about? That's this world, because they're saying we don't need you. But guess what? They said the same thing back then in Egypt too. Hey, let's get them up out of the land. And when we got up out of there, the people began to say, well, even the servants was like, wait a minute, who's gonna wash these clothes? Read on, Darash.
Verse 6. And he made ready his chariot
and
took his people with him.
This Pharaoh, right?
Oh, God.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 7. And he took 600 chosen chariots.
Okay, all right.
And all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them.
Go ahead. So he sound like he getting prepared to do something, right? Read on.
Verse 8. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Now, why did the Lord do that again?
So he could be the one to be honored.
That's true,
Toward the end.
but why did it say it again? If you wasn't mad before, the Lord is going to make you what? Really mad.
Right.
If you thought about changing your mind before, now you all the way in it. You ever heard that term? All the way in it. No turning back now. You done what? You done readied the chariots. I done told my captains and the officers, we about to go do this. You think about it, do I really want? Nah, the Lord said, you're doing it. All these peace treaties that they trying to sign, I think they signed one today, didn't it, bunch of y'all? The Lord gonna be like, nah, you're doing it. Come on, Brother Zarwa.
Right. Nah, what's heavy is you breaking it down to wow, beautiful.
Most High in Christ.
But it's just like it's more so like the Lord whooping tail. It's like that first strike was that first. You gonna listen? No. You know, he said, yes, I'm gonna listen. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just like he getting prepared for that next.
Oh,
strike.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get you steamed all the way up.
Right.
Come on, Darash.
Verse 8. And he pursued after the children of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and the children of Israel went out with an high hand.
So what is this indicating to, Baba Kashaw? That everybody in Egypt went together, like they tell us. They said the idea of everybody was happy and building pyramids and worshiping Ra and Nefertiti and Aphrodite and what else? The bird and the bee, whatever the hell they be doing, you know, they told us that we was all together in Egypt. Nah, there was a people who were trying to get up out of Egypt, and there were people who trying to, you know, keep them in Egypt. But read on, Darash.
Verse 9. But the Egyptians pursued after them
Mm-hmm.
all the horses
Mm-hmm.
and chariots of Pharaoh
Go ahead.
and his horsemen and his army,
Mm-hmm.
and overtook them encamping by the sea
Go ahead.
beside Haroth
Mm-hmm.
before Baal Zephon.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold,
So what is this saying? When Pharaoh came, now they don't got up out of Egypt, but now when Pharaoh began to come close, you know us. Oh shit. Oh, I thought. Come on, Badazar.
This that stage of enduring because they trapped between the waters and they trapped between Pharaoh. You know what I mean? Now they're like, all right, well, you said, you said
Watch this.
good.
Watch this though. It's cold. That's why I said keep on reading, brother. I love this.
verse 10. And behold, the Egyptians marched after them,
It's on now. Go ahead.
and they were sore afraid.
They were what?
And they were sore afraid.
That what Bazar one just said. You what in a rock in a hard place right here. Come on.
And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord.
All right, stop. Now you see what happened? Because we were between a rock and a hard place, we was no longer entangled with the things we was entangled with in the wilderness before. Now we're doing what, Darash? Crying out to the Lord.
Okay.
You ever find yourself in a hard place between a rock and a hard place? You got an enemy on the left, an enemy on the right. Man, cry out to the Lord. Cry out. Don't get entangled in the thing that you. It's easy for me to focus on what's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I was taught coming into the school that the fastest way to get over your problems is help another brother with his problem. You start going through here. Hey, right aside, what's up, man? You what you need, brother? I'm trying to build something. You just making something up. Huh? That'll occupy you, huh? Instead of thinking about your problems. The children of Israel looked up and said, oh man, you know what? I thought I had an issue with our bar. I don't know more. I see Pharaoh coming. I see Pharaoh in the water. How am I gonna get out of this? Our bar. Shalom, brother. We listen, we'll worry about that later. Cause we got what? We stuck now. Read on, Darash.
Verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
That ain't Black Hispanic Native Indian. I don't know what is. What else they say too? Go ahead and read the next one, please.
Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Verse 12.
Stop. So what is he saying? You got to read that. You got to read that differently though. Read that from quotation to quotation.
Because there was no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness?
Go ahead.
Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt?
So what is he saying? What's being said? Come on, Balthazar one.
He basically saying, he said, well, dang, nigga, because they ain't had no more dirt to bury us in Egypt, he gonna bury us out here in the wilderness?
We could have died in Egypt.
Then they went forth to say, why you doing this to us? Why me?
Was this your plan?
Yeah.
Was this your plan the whole time?
Yeah. We knew we shouldn't have trusted you after you killed that dude. Right.
Hey, brother, come in. This is I.S.U.P.K, man. You gotta come in here, man. Sit down, learn, put on all black. Hey, man, brother. Hey, grab that podium over there. Podium. Hey, brother, grab them signs over there. Signs. Hey, brother, we gotta go to camp. Okay, we're going to camp. Get it. What time we leaving? Huh? I'm hungry. That would have sounded like, man, Officer Zion had us out here for 8 hours straight. And the only thing we'd have had is water. Man, we gotta hurry up and leave. Not knowing that somebody else is dependent on us to be there. That's what I learned in the truth. Learning to suffer for somebody else that's dependent on you to be there. What's the brother used to come up in the wheelchair all the time, our boy? I ain't seen him in a while in Raleigh. That brother used to pull up in the wheelchair. And so it's a lot. I'm just gonna say it like this: the brother, whoever changed this, he had a pad that he used to sit on, and that brother used to pull up in that wheelchair. Shalom, brothers. And say it may have rained, or we went to another campsite one day. That brother say what? What did he always say when he don't see us for a while? I was looking for y'all. I was looking for y'all, man. I seen them down there. I knew them when y'all down there. I seen them down there when friend is on the top of their damn head. I seen them they had on Jordans and whatever else in purple. I knew that wasn't y'all. I knew that couldn't be y'all. I seen one of them switching. I knew that wasn't y'all. The brother that was reading, he had a broke wrist. I knew that wasn't y'all. Yeah, brother, you weren't. I was waiting for us. You were waiting for y'all to show up. So you think about the suffering that you may have to endure for somebody else. You may be that thing for somebody else and you don't even know it. So you don't get a chance to be weak. Be strong at all times, You never know who's watching you. Be strong at all times, sis. You don't know who's watching you. Will it get hard? Shit, life is war. Lord knows it ain't easy. But the one thing we do have is righteousness that you're gaining on how to deal with whatever issue that come in your life. You can't cower and run from things that the Lord wants you to challenge and overcome. How else you gonna get stronger? The scripture talk about he'll never put nothing in your life that he ain't already know that you can overcome it. So the children of Israel worrying about Pharaoh and these waters so much so they turn on Moses. Would you bring us out here to die, Moses? We could have stayed in Egypt. The first time that trouble came, you begin to turn on each other. You can't do that in I.S.U.P.K. When trouble comes, you better look your brother in the face and say, nigga, I guess it's time for us to fight. Well, we say, go to ground. We lock in, right? Ain't that what we taught in I.S.U.P.K? Yeah, you get shoulder to shoulder to your brother and let's get it on. Read, Darash.
Verse 12. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt?
Go ahead.
Saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians.
They do what?
That we may serve the Egyptians.
So what is he saying right here? What are the people saying now, Darash? Come on.
They're saying we're technically black talk for we're better off being under Pharaoh.
Is that not what we do today?
Oh God.
We tell the people the truth that's in this Bible, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And what do they say? We want to celebrate Christmas. Right? We tell the people, like, let's be righteous. We get bottles thrown at us, get spit at, cussed at. Get a job. Oh, you can't read anyway. They make mockery of everything that we do, huh? But we're the ones that's trying to get to the point where you be like, you know what? You gonna learn. You want to go back and serve Pharaoh just like our people want to go into the Christian church. Christian church ain't done nothing for us for years. Siphon all the money that we could have used to build something, and we don't have not one resource that Black, Hispanic, Native Indian own to themselves. You think who owns the Clipper brand of the Andes? Somebody look that up. Barbara Quishaw. As many goddamn shape up that niggas get from day to day, you would think we own some type of lineup T clippers or something somewhere, right? Well, where's our weave manufacturing plant with all the hair and bundles that are getting sold from day to day? Why don't we have any of that? We've been shipping supplies across the world for years, hundreds of years. Baltazar one. It's 2025, and now we're just learning about the box truck game. That's crazy to me, y'all. Why is it that we always have to get the trickle down the crumbs of this empire? It's going right back to what I said earlier. They don't humanize with us, huh? You get whatever left. You get 50%, you get 25%, you get 15%, you get 3%, and niggas, Black, Hispanic, you get whatever left. That's what y'all get. Y'all fight over that. Who owns it? I know who owned the Los Angeles. What's his name? He still owns. I was talking about the Clipper brand. What you got, Bunker, y'all?
So, like, if I may, it was owned by the Andes. Salakia. Says the Andes Company is owned and operated by the Andes family.
Mm-hmm.
The company was founded in 1922 by Matthew Andes, who created the first generation of the master clipper in his home's basement. Today, the company is in its fourth generation of family ownership. They look like devils from the pictures.
Fourth generation. You know how much money that on made? 1922. Come on, Baltazar one.
Like they in their fourth generation. So this started about 50 to 100 years after slavery. So who really made them clippers? You know what I mean? So like
We making them to sell to ourselves out. How we serving, we in servitude to give everything to the oppressor, get nothing in return outside of more whatever what we've been getting out. But yet and still our people we're sick because of things like Christianity and the games that the oppressor plays on us from day in and day out. He's always doing the bait and switch. He presents himself one way in front of us, and then sooner we get close, he moved the goalposts. Pharaoh said, y'all go be free. Then he began to think about, wait a minute, who said y'all can go free? Let me go get them. That's what he's doing. And so much so our people are so confused by the things that are presented in his empire, they begin to turn on Moses. And they'd rather go back into servitude than to be free. Newsflash, everybody. If you ever wanted to be real free or freedom comes with sacrifice. That's a war that has to be paid when you talk about freedom. If you don't want to go to the grocery store and buy the vegetables that are in the supermarket, well, you're gonna have to put in some work into that ground. You understand? That garden doesn't yield fruit by itself. Somebody got to be out there tilling that ground. Somebody has to plant the seeds, Kawal. If you're going to talk about the GMO and all the things that are in the earth, and you're actually going to fight about it with them, you got to do something about it. You're the one that has to make the sacrifice to get the job done. That's what it takes. Come on, sis. Mm-hmm. Give her a hand, y'all, please. That's exactly what it is. It's when you have leaders that really abide in the truth, like what the class is about, not the bait and switch. Somebody who ultimately want to do something different than what that person is asking them to do with their lives, they're going to become an opposition to you. But we learn, if you read more of the story, when we begin to go into the land, the Lord dealt with them too. But it shouldn't stop us from reaching our goal. You understand? When brothers and sisters lead in school and they have so much to say, they only have so. You think about it, who gave them a voice in the first goddamn place? Because before they even became whoever the hell they were, we didn't know them. We didn't see them. We didn't know them. You get what I'm saying? Without this truth, I don't know these brothers and sisters that I met in the school. You get what I'm saying? So you will use this platform to talk about a brother that you met in the school when you're supposed to be changing your life. It goes back to what the scriptures say. That they leave from amongst us, they were never with us. They were never with us. Now, brothers come in here and do a certain amount of work. All right, Most High in Christ. The Lord allowed the brother to be used at that moment for that job. Cool. But the minute that demon start playing on our brothers and sisters with the idea that the brotherhood is not real and the sisterhood is not real and it's all a joke, then you playing yourself. Satan is playing you. I'm telling you that. And that's his job. His job is to make you think that the truth is a bait and switch. His job is to fool you to think whatever that you inspired to be in life, like I'm wasting my time in that dealing with them knuckleheads talking about the Bible. I could be doing something on my own. I could be some type of movie creator or a space engineer or something. Why am I talking about Satan will have you thinking like you're wasting your time. But you come in here, you read the thing about grace, and people don't understand. We're sitting in these seats only because of grace. Could think about how many times you could have lost your life when you was in the world. You get what I'm saying? How many times our lives were actually in danger when we were living outside of this? You know, we did celebrate that Christmas and ate that ham. You could have had a heart attack. Young men coming in the hospital every other day, 23, 24 years old, having heart attacks. What the hell going on? Having strokes. What the hell going on? Could have been me. Driving. You ever drove down the highway and then you stuck in traffic and you just sitting there like, damn, this is a long ass line. But then you go and see that car and half of that goddamn car is gone. That could have been me. You get what I'm saying? That could have been me. And I'm seeing all these children being abducted, man. And it is sickening to me. Missing. Have you seen this child? Have you seen this child? That could have been us. Could have been one of our babies. So we talk about the mercy and the grace that the Lord gives us. Don't ever think that shit is sweet, Salaki. I don't know what else to say. Life ain't sweet. And we serve a God that will kill you. God kills. God said, I kill. We don't understand it. You ever seen lightning flash? You're like, God, where did that come from? You didn't do it. That's the God that we serve. You seen spinning fires that are tornadoes out there in LA. I mean, what, Southern California, right? They had a tornado that was made of fire out. Now our children go to school and they ever seen them do the bottle experiment with the little tornado with the but you know what I'm talking about, don't you, right? You take the 2 bottles and you switch them. The Lord don't need 2 bottles to do that. He does it. He allows the angels to go out and do it when he on his demand, on call. And in the book right here that we're reading, the children of Egypt are not recognizing that the Lord is allowing them to get out of captivity. And they're trying to go back and be slaves again. Read on, Darash. So Salaki says, that is it. Brothers and sisters who come into the truth, they go back to the throw up that they left. Like dogs. Come on.
Verse 12. For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
Go ahead.
Verse
So the same thing, sis. I don't need no brotherhood. I can start my own camp. I can start my own school. Them brothers don't love me. They serving themselves. Read on, Darash.
Verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still.
Do what?
Fear ye not, stand still.
Go ahead.
And see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
Moses said laid it down flat, didn't he? Read on.
Verse 14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Now, what is our now? Did we get up out of the land of Egypt? Yes or no? We did, right?
Oh God.
And the Lord did what he did, went through the Red Sea. We got up out of there. So what does this mean then, based on the topic of tonight's class? What does all that mean? We just read from 1 to 14. What does all that mean based on tonight's topic?
Salakia.
Come on.
Well, Pharaoh said they can go, but really he didn't mean that they can go. He tried to bring them back.
So Pharaoh did a what?
A bait and switch.
Pharaoh did a bait and switch, but however, the Most High did what?
Most High kept his word.
Give him a hand. The Lord said, we're going to get up out of there. Lord, fight for y'all. I don't give a damn what you think you encountering, whatever. It's ugly, y'all. It's ugly. This world, it stinks. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, right, our boy? You better hold fast to this truth, and I don't give a damn what nobody put in your ear, whatever they try to, this earth telling you, man, you're wasting your time dealing with them. I was talking to my brother, man. Go back. I'm gonna share this story real quick. My brother was telling me we was at Sheets, and I rode up on him real quick. He ain't know I was behind him. I like, hey yo, yeah, man, you know, brother had a walkie-talkie on, you know what I'm saying? He was talking in walkie-talkie. He's like, yeah, they calling me right now. I like, yeah, they calling you right now, but I want my brother back. I'm thinking about, damn, I know that the work, the slave calling you, to work overtime, get that extra money. Shit, I want my goddamn brother. Shit, I miss you. You know what I'm saying? Real like that. Brother looked at me, said, you right. And that's love. That wasn't no bait and switch. There wasn't none of that. That's it. We got to get to the point where I can pick up the phone and say, Slike, well, man, shit, we good? That's what we want. Because without the brothers that are next to you, then who are you calling? I want to know who you calling. So I want to talk to him. Salakia. All the brothers that I had that I thought were my brothers in the world, they gone now. I ain't. It's y'all. Damn, I was saying calling me again. Yeah, they ain't got nobody to talk to. But real sleep. it's nobody to talk to. You on the phone talking to them again? Yeah, I ain't got nobody to talk to. Who I'm gonna talk to? What I'm gonna say to him, Darash? Hey man, you want to go get high? Cause that's what they talking about. Hey man, what you doing for your birthday? Man, that girl, she got a knot on her. A knot. All right. What am I gonna do with that? I'm out of options, Akim. You understand? We are all out of options. We're all out of options. I know we think in the earth, like people that are looking at the class, you think you have time to really make a decision what you're going to do with your life, whether you're going to serve the Lord or serve yourself. You don't have the time that you think you have. You really don't have the time that you think you have. This is not debate and switch. This is the truth. And this truth is rooted in God's word, his word, and his righteousness, what we started with, right? We don't have the time we think we have, Akim. Let me get the book of John 14 and 15. Any questions on the topic? Anybody got any questions online? Everybody good? Everybody, I guess they just listening tonight. They must reflecting on life. All right.
This the book.
Come on, sis. Gone. Mm-hmm.
There are too many things that not all sisters do. There are a lot of things that sisters in the world do that you can't. We don't have the same thing. We don't have the same goal. We understand both. I understand there's an obligation. Feel like, or I don't like how something goes. I said the world is so it matters. So when sisters act like sisters, they're absolutely wrong and they are confused and they're setting themselves up for failure.
God, give her a hand. Most High in Christ. Damn right. Come on, Kawal.
That's heavy too, because when you come into the truth, it's like you do have associates and friends that you hung out with, and usually it's like you changed as far as you put sin away, and then you notice when you come back around your friends, they act different. It's like, man, I'm just they act different, and sometimes, like you said, it's like you start hanging around people that's in the world a lot. I'm from here, so I got a lot of people I know. And I'm still cool with them. And they, I still got brothers that come by the crib, all that stuff, but it ain't like it used to be because we don't do the same things. And then usually, if you start to force that, they'll pull you out the truth before you pull them in. And then sisters that brothers that hang around other brothers, and you see them all the time, and it's not the brothers of the school. Like, damn, are you even trying to get these brothers coming to the school?
Right.
So what are you really doing?
Right.
I mean, it's not a sin to hang around them. I mean, Christ ate with all kind of people and all that. Sat with the brothers that they needed the medicine, they need this truth. But if you're a sister and you always with these girls, they're not coming to class. Nobody's saying Shalom ain't right. They ain't come to. What are you doing really? Same thing with brothers. Like you hang on all these cats, then they'll pull you out this truth quicker than you'll pull them in. Before you know it, you celebrate Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. You got Christmas tree in your house. Now you got HIV, and who gives a damn?
Damn, give him a hand. Most High in Christ. Con, sis, you absolutely spot on. It goes for the Akim and the Aquakin. Come on, Batzar one.
Now I just want to give a precept on what the brother and sister was
Go
talking
ahead.
about. It's 1 Corinthians 7 and 14. It says, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Elsewhere, their children unclean, but now they are holy. So it goes without saying, like, Christ was sent to the lost sheep, the ones that didn't have it all together, you know what I mean? Not the ones that had it together. So I dig the whole point of what they're saying, but like Officer Kawal was saying, like, shake the dust at your feet. You go to them several times, you hang around them, then you seeing no pull, no want to stride in the right direction. You know what I mean? It comes a time and a place where you do gotta let that be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Because
so like,
you know what happened though. I'm gonna tell you something. They'll throw slight little disrespect. like subtle things that you know, like sometimes you may let them get away with it 1 or 2 times because you're like, oh man, he cool. But you're not taking in the fact that it's a sign of disrespect. That's Satan allowing that doubt to creep into you. Brother asked me, man, y'all, you really need 2 wives? You listen, you really got to go to class every Tuesday? Come on.
Yeah, he's saying that, but he has 8 wives. He whores out. He 8 whores. And none of them are his. He's not even responsible enough. Like,
no. What he do is go to strip clubs and buy his prostitutes.
Yeah. So you having 2 hours, that's so strange. But he's sleeping with 8 different women, and going to strip clubs. Like it's ridiculous. It, like this place, if you try to stay sane, keep knowing this truth, it'll make you crazy.
Yeah.
Like people are just ass backwards. It don't make any sense.
Yeah,
and sisters ain't no better.
Come. Yeah. You let him leave and go into another.
Well, that's why I was at the point where I was losing hope. I was like, man, I can't. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But then it's his sisters in his school that really gave me more. You know what I'm saying? Like more zeal and strength to be like, damn, if these sisters can come into this school, knowing that the white man is giving them all this power against us, for them to see and know the white man's a devil, and come in here, all these crazy niggas, not caring about money, not just want to just serve the Lord and know this is right, man. I was like, nah, this is real, because who does that?
Right.
Like it restored my hope in all Israel. Because the minute I was like, man, damn all that. Like I don't give a damn what happened, but it was so refreshing to see sisters, young and older, come in here and just like take the oil and just endure. You know what I'm saying? Like with us too.
This going back to what the topic was from the beginning. There is no bait and switch in the truth. What happens is people begin to lust after what they want, and they are the ones that are ultimately changed, not the truth. Ross, you shake your head. What you about to say? All right. God. The truth is the truth. The truth is the word. The truth will not change. We come in here and we're responsible for changing, like my sister said. You come in and take that, oh, you're the one that's responsible. If you don't want to abide in your oath, then that's you. The word of the Lord is not changing. That's the truth. You're the one that want to lust after whatever you want to seek after, and Lord be with you. Lord, I don't know what to tell you. You got to come in here and sit down and eat up this roll. And it's going to be what? Bittersweet. It's because some of the things you're going to encounter things in your life that's going to be hard to understand, young man Reggie. I mean, it's going to be absolutely like, it's going to be mind like, I got to. Man, but the fight is real. The Lord is giving you everything that you need to fight the battle. But the battle is an internal battle. The outside thing is already done. Just like the Lord split the Red Sea, the outside thing was already done. We was already up out of the land of Egypt, Monica, y'all. Y'all, you feel me? The outside thing had already been demolished and destroyed. Pharaoh had already said, get the hell up out of the land of Egypt. The people had said, get the hell up out of Egypt. They had already given us the jewels and they gold and they diamonds. So y'all take it. Y'all get up out of here. The Lord had already destroyed Egypt through the plagues. But the Lord, the mindset of our people was still willing to go back to what? To be in servitude. The outside battle had already been won, our God. The internal battle, them internal demons that we fight from day to day, that's the thing that's with you. Come on, sis. Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know that because it was a real struggle for me. I think you had to kind of really keep me on track because it was very confusing. One thing I will always remember, you always told me, the truth doesn't change. That's what I had to even now I still struggle sometimes because I I don't necessarily understand how you can hear the truth and walk away. Because I remember you told me, I hear the brother say, it's better to have never known the truth than to know it and walk away. It's something I still struggle because I just don't understand it. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, aren't you afraid? You don't have the fear of if you walk away that what's going to happen to your life. And I believe that's just those demons that people fight. As you would say, the bait and switch.
The bait and switch, con. And what I found out most of the time when you talk about brothers is probably some type of sativa leaf, right? Some type of sativa leaf. It's a form of marijuana. It's the highest form of THC that, if I'm not mistaken, either that or some woman. Talk about the brothers. Something. I'm going back to what Bazar was saying for class. Another thing is it's an issue that you could have had with somebody that you did not want to fix, and that issue grew so much that everybody became a problem except for you. You had a problem with everybody else except for what you was doing. Everybody else was there. It's him. Blah, 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 blah. Well, brother, what were you doing? And then you got to eat a piece of that humble pie and say, you know what? I could have been wrong. And it doesn't matter whether I'd rather be wrong to be with my brother. I can fix the mistake that I made, but if I lose my brother, if I lose that thing that's beside me at camp, that's gonna matter. That's gonna hurt. Because once you learn this, how can you unlearn that Satan is Christmas is Satan, you know what I'm saying, is all attached to paganism worship? How do you unsee that? I don't know. Go on and read that verse, Darash. You're ready to get up out of here, coming up on the time. Salaki.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
If you do what?
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16.
Stop. What does that mean? What does that mean? Come on, Darash.
This is YAHANNA speaking. So he's saying that if you love me, then you'll keep my commandments. Meaning you'll follow my instructions, my orders.
Why? I know because you love him, but why?
Because that's the truth. That's our righteousness. That's
because I'm not gonna switch up.
Right.
There is no bait and switch when you love somebody, right? We talk about real love. There is no bait. Well, you know. Jim Hyman dropped something so heavy yesterday. He said, damn. He said, sisters that talk about, well, they believe. What did he say about they believe in the help me out with this, but I know you know this. They believe in the wedding ring and the marriage, right? They believe in that. I don't believe sex is marriage. I believe marriage is, us going down the aisle and putting a ring on it. And Jim Hyman said, well, do you believe in divorce? Because if you so hell bent on the ceremonial part of it, of to death do us part, then do you believe in divorce? Yeah, ultimately, guess what? Sister may be like, you know what? You make me mad enough, I will divorce you. So what are we doing there? Yeah. But you don't think about the truth when you're in the world. You be around brothers long enough, they say something so simple, you be like, damn, I ain't even think about that. Because it's rooted in love, man. When somebody actually love you, their response and the things that how they're gonna do things, it's different for somebody who just wants something to gain. I tell you whatever the hell I want to tell you if I'm greedy, if I'm living in just out of lust. I load you up all day. Oh yeah, man, you an excellent soccer player. And you tripping over your damn shoes the whole damn game. Oh yeah, you could have scored about 16 goals. Yeah, sure. That's not love, man. Hey, you might want to try another sport, brother. Soccer may not be your thing. You may need to try painting. Paint, yeah. You probably a good painter. That's love, man. Lord said, man, you love me. Don't switch up. Don't switch up on me. Don't bait me to think that you're a brother to me and then switch to. Don't bait and switch me. If you love me, keep my commandments. Don't bait and switch with the Lord. If you locked in, stay locked in. If you encounter some problem, pick up the goddamn phone. Call your brother. Don't sit there and wrestle with that thing that you're going to lose. You're going to lose every single time because you're going to make you happy. You have to. Because it's Bunky y'all fault. I'm not happy. It's him. It's all him. You feel me? Damn right. Nah, you can't bait and switch when you're talking about being obedient to the Father. He requires for us to live a higher, that lower base crap, man. We the children of Israel. That's it on that, Darash. Let me get one more. Let me get first. Oh man, do I want to read all that? You want to read it? That's a lot. Oh well. Yeah. 1 Samuel 18:1, Bob Kershaw. Salaki, go. I'm a brother. Let's go with Samuel. 1 Samuel 19:1. Let's do 19:1. Let's be a brother so we can get on the pie. We up on the time. I would love to go into the whole story, but I'm just gonna break it down so we can get to it.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Saul spake to Jonathan, his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David.
So anybody know what's happening right here in chapter 18? What happened in 18? Anybody know? What happened in 18? The thing that happened between Saul and David. Anybody? Come on, Batzar one. Yeah, Saul, the Lord gave Saul a demon, you know what I'm saying? An evil spirit, spirit of jealousy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, how many men did Saul kill? Like 1,000? Was it 1,000? Was it 1,000? In verse 18, in chapter 18, was it 1,000? It would, I think it was 1,000. And then David ended up killing what, 10,000? He's like, oh man. And he wrestled with that thing on his brother. So his son was who? Jonathan, right? And Jonathan and David was partners, right? So read verse 19. We're gonna get on into it. Now 19:1.
And Saul spake to Jonathan, his son, and to all his servants,
Go ahead.
that they should kill David.
So because of jealousy, right? The evil spirit that overtook Saul. He was jealous of David. Come on.
Verse 2. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David. And Jonathan told David, saying, Saul, my father, seeketh to kill thee. Now, therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself until the morning.
Go ahead.
And abide in a secret place and hide thyself.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art. And I will commune with my father of thee and what I see, that I will tell thee. Verse 4. And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul his father, and said unto him, let not the king sin against his servant, against David, because he hath not sinned against thee.
All right, stop. What is this saying? Come on. That's true. That's true. But I'm gonna drive the point all the way home. What is happening right here with Jonathan? More or less. Come on. He's expressing brotherhood by what? That's true. He tried. What else? What else didn't he do though? What else did he not do? What did Jonathan not do? You're right with the brotherhood, but so what did he do in the spirit of brotherhood? What didn't he do?
So like if I may, he didn't stand idly by. He actually spoke the truth to his father.
He did what?
He spoke the truth.
He spoke the what?
The truth.
Go ahead.
To his father.
And then speaking the truth, what didn't he do? He didn't.
There was no bait and switch.
He didn't switch up. He didn't switch up. That's his father. His father, the king. He entreated his father like, "Hey, listen, pops, he ain't done that.
Right.
He went to battle. He fought for you. He was been a humble servant to you. He served you, father." Jonathan was a brother to him in the spirit of brotherhood. He could have easily been like, you know what? Yeah, you pissing my dad off. He didn't switch up. He didn't present himself to be a friend in one aspect and be an enemy on the next hand. And because of David's loyalty to the father, to his father, guess what David didn't do either? David didn't switch either.
Right.
You come into this truth and serve the Lord. You learn this truth, Hakim. Take it in. Don't come in here and present yourself to be one way and switch. The Lord, he don't do that. He said he gonna fight for us. He fought for us in Egypt. He delivered us out of the hands of Pharaoh. He gave us the truth and righteousness. That's the whole class tonight. Don't bait and switch. Let your yays be what? And your nays be what? Don't switch up. I know the world is filled with all type of distractions and it's real outside these doors. But this is our sanctuary. This is a place of we can come and learn this truth and ask the questions and really open this Bible up and eat it up. All right. So y'all stay locked in. Don't switch up. Don't same thing you see the sister. Don't run game on the sister just to get her. Then sisters don't run game on their brothers just to get them, man. Don't present yourself to be one way. If you say you're gonna serve the Lord, be a servant of the Lord. You're gonna be a soldier, be a soldier. And everybody's not gonna, everybody ain't gonna clap for you. And with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to preacher prophet of the Lord, Officer Batazar One. Clap it up.
Shalom, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K. service and security announcement. Shalaki. We had I.S.U.P.K. start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother or sister coming into class. When a new brother or sister comes into class, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, which is my Ishura. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds are free will offerings for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upholy convocations is the Feast of Purim, 14th day and 15th day of the 12th month, Thursday the 13th of March, and Friday the 14th of March, 2025. You can find that in Esther 9, 20 through 31. And with that, men of Israel, give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel. Men of Israel, Majim, Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat, Rakatah.
Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat.
Yamatat. Men of Israel, give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amon Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal, Thaba, Shem Shah. Got him top. What?